So, dear students, now we are back to our session, geography. So, we have completed our first lesson. Now, it is a time to start our second lesson of geography, that is the atmosphere. Let us go to the second lesson. All of you take out the second lesson. So, here is our second lesson. So, all of you see. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system that support life. That all of us knows that the thing. From smaller class onwards, we are learning the same. The mainly due to the presence of land. What is the reason behind it? The reason behind to supportive of life, that is a land. Land is not a simple land. That is a solid land. Water, air. These are the reason behind it. And you may have some of the ideas from class 6 about land and water bodies. Now, in this chapter, we are going to learn about the atmosphere. Atmosphere means the blanket of air that is surrounds our planet. Now, atmosphere. Now, let us start the heading atmosphere. Atmosphere is a blanket of air that surrounds the earth. So, underline the sentence, the blanket of air that surrounds the earth is known as the atmosphere. What do you mean by atmosphere? The word atmosphere, that comes from Greek word. Okay, Greek word. Atmos means a vapor. Vapor, you know, gases form of water. We can say so, water, vapor, gas. So now let us see. The atmosphere extends more than thousands of kilometers above the Earth's surface. It is held in place by Earth's surface of gravity. Why it is remaining in the same place? Because of gravitational force of Earth. Otherwise, this blanket of air would have go on top. Okay, since it is remaining bottom. Why? Because of gravitational force. Now, composition of air, composition of the atmosphere. There, in short way, we can say so. What is it? Nitrogen. How many percentage of nitrogen is there percent? That is a 78%. 78% of nitrogen gas is present in a atmosphere. Then second position goes to oxygen. Oxygen, all of you are familiar because we are taking inside oxygen while breathing. While breathing, we are taking inside what? Oxygen gases and sending out carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide, what about the carbon dioxide? It is a 0.03 percentage. And the remaining part, that is a remaining gases, only 0.97. It includes other other constituents like as other gases like as water vapor, dust, helium, argon, and these all the things are present in a where 0.97%. So, although the gases present in the atmosphere are used up in certain process, they are also released back into the atmosphere in other process. Of course, one thing you have to know, what is that? If continuous consumption is going on, usage is going on, then what will happen? That particular gas may get over, isn't it? In order to keep its same quantity in the atmosphere, there are some cycles are going on. atmospheric cycle. Like oxygen, suppose you see oxygen, our population is day by day is increasing, and every day the animal, human beings, birds, these all the things they are absorbing the oxygen and sending out carbon dioxide. Then one thing we have to know, what about if continuously this process going on, then what will happen? The oxygen will get over one day, and in order to maintain the balance, then second category of living beings, that who is that plants, they are taking inside the oxygen, no, they are taking inside the carbon dioxide and sending out water oxygen, so that we can maintain the balance of nature. So let us see layers of atmosphere. Now let us go to next topic, that is layers of atmosphere. On the basis of composition and temperature or other properties, how can we divide its layer? How can we divide the atmosphere into different parts? That we can divide atmosphere into different parts basis of composition. Presence of gases like oxygen is more, and but it is hydrogen is more. According to the basis of composition, we can divide into layers. That is another matter. Suppose, let me say to you, some gases have more weight, some others have a less weight. So more gases, weighted one, what will happen? It will remain the bottom, and less weighted gases will go on top and top. So bottom places one layer and top place another layer. And now let us see temperature, another important fact. Temperature, some places near the layer it can be temperature little more, after that temperature little less, again little less, and like this. By common way I am telling, it is not the fact. So the variation of temperature, according to the variation of temperature, we can divide into different layers, and other properties in other reasons that we are going to study later. And now let us go to, it is being divided into how many layers? That is what we are going to divide the atmosphere into different layers. That is, we are going to divide the atmosphere into 5 layers. Okay, how many? That is what? 5 layers. Okay, starting from the bottom. From where? From top we will begin, or from bottom? Yes, we are going to start from the bottom, since we are living on land. So from near us itself we are going to start. Starting from the bottom, the layers are called, first layer, that is the troposphere, second layer stratosphere, third layer mesosphere, and fourth layer thermosphere and exosphere. These are the layers which troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. And now these boundaries of these layers, we may be thinking we are divided into different layers. These layers have a fixed boundary. No, it don't have any fixed boundary. This is gases are moving, continuous movement, so its boundary is also changing. Some places its width may be less, and some places they may have a little more width. Then we are taking average width of it. Okay, average thickness of it. So now we are going to start next topic.